Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer. I call myself the Frosted Maple here on YouTube. And I don't know about you guys, but oh lordy, this in-between period in the spring always gets me. I want to get out there and I want to fill up my garden. I want to buy all the stuff. I want to plant all the seeds, but in my area, it's too early. If I do that, I'm going to lose most of the stuff I plant. So I have instead planted some stuff in my planters out on my deck. I did this because the planters I can pull in. So if we do get a night below 0 degrees Celsius, I can just pull the planters in and they're safe and I shouldn't lose them. Anything I put in the garden right now, we're still getting frost overnight, so I would more than likely lose it. Typically, we don't plant here in southern Alberta until the May long weekend or even after the May long weekend, depending on how the frost is going. So I just want to share with you what I planted today. So today I planted the cabbages, so cabbage. I also am trying my hand at cauliflower. Now I have checked out a bunch of different YouTubers that also garden, and I've spoken to some people regarding growing cauliflower, and apparently it's very difficult to grow in my climate. But I have this pack and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna stick it in a couple containers and see what comes of it. Maybe that will be successful, maybe it won't. I don't know. It's an experiment, so I'll see what happens this year. That's pretty much all my gardening. It's an experiment. I stick it in the ground or stick it in a container, see if it works. The other thing I planted was some peas. No pretty picture on this package, but I planted peas. And this year, like you'll see in my video, I planted it in a container with a trellis attached to the container. Now, I got the container and the trellis from a friend. I don't know where she got it from, but I'm very thankful to her for giving it to me. And I thought, it'll be perfect for the peas. Every year I lose my peas to the bush bunnies that are in my yard. I mean, adorable rabbits, love them. And they do move away from eating my garden vegetables over to more wild things. But for the first month or so, usually in May, June, they eat everything that I plant. So this year I decided, instead of losing my peas to the bush bunnies, I'd put them in a planter on my deck because no bush bunnies come up on my deck. The other thing I planted outside is lettuce. Now I'm trying a couple different lettuce things this year. This one is the seed that I put in a container. That way, again, after the season's over, I can pull it in and continue to have lettuce year round. That's my hope. I also have some roll-out lettuce. So it's a piece of paper with lettuce seeds already kind of enmeshed in there. And you roll it out in your garden, just water it, and it supposedly comes up. My brother and his wife have had good success with that. So I'm going to try that this year out in my garden once it becomes time to plant out in the garden. And the last thing I planted is I did an entire container of wildflowers. So the reason I did the container is, one, just in case any of the wildflower seeds are invasive species, they'll be contained. And if I do spot something coming up, you know, once it blooms, like, oh, that's a such and such, and it's an invasive species in my area, so I can just pluck it out. So I've done that because I have had this package of wildflower seeds for a long time. And every year in that large planter that I have out on my deck, I normally go out and I buy plants like petunias, snapdragons, that sort of thing. So this year I decided, you know what, I'm going to try these wildflowers. Maybe it'll look great, maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm going to find out. It's another one of my gardening experiments. So let me show you a little bit of me planting. planted lettuce. And this guy here with the trellis attached to it, I planted peas. In these two, I planted cauliflower. And in this one, I planted cabbage. And in this big one, I put wildflowers. So and that one over there, I planted cabbage as well. So I've got two cabbages, one wildflower, two cauliflower, and then some peas. So that is it for me today. As you can see, I haven't yet planted the zucchini that I was planning on doing out on the deck yet because I need a larger planter. So I will be heading out on the May long weekend, May 2-4, and I will be buying all my plants, or all the remainder of my plants then. I'll be getting everything in the ground, and I will be getting a larger planter because I realized all the ones I have here are a little too small for growing zucchini. So yeah, that's gonna have to wait a couple weeks. On the 20th, that weekend, I will be doing a lot of planting. So anyways, that is it for me. Let me know if you guys are growing anything in containers, if you've planted your garden. If you folks live in the South and you were able to plant early, I am jealous. And I hope that you have an abundant crop this year of whatever it is you put in the ground or put in a pot. Anyways, that's it for me. I hope you all take care and stay happy and healthy until next week. All right, everybody. Bye.